Okay, so hey guys, welcome to another video. So basically, I'm just going to be doing a Valkyrie cam spots on Consulate. So let's just get right into this. So the first thing you have to know is I'm going to show you cam spots for when you're defending the Visa. But the problem is that I have two outside cams and you won't be able to play both of them, obviously, because you will probably get shot while you're placing the second one. So you're going to have to pick and choose which one you want. So I'll show you. They're both very good cams. So basically, one of them is right outside the main visa door. You're just gonna, as soon as you're on stairs, you're just gonna run it right outside. This will be the last cam you place, probably. You just run right outside the main visa door and just look a bit, aim just a little bit above the corner of that building there, yeah, as you see on screen, and you're gonna shoot it, and it's gonna land on like the headlight of the fire truck. And it's a very good camp because it's very hidden. It's not very common. Most people will go up to admin and just shoot it out the window on top of one of the cars or something, and those are very easy to see. So this truck cam is very useful, in my opinion, and you can use this for defending Visa and for defending admin, whichever you could use for both. So just know that. And what's good about it is that it also you get the view of two sides of the building, so it's good for defending either room. And the other one will be basically jumping out of the other window inside of V's office, and you're basically just going to jump out, turn right, and try and aim to get the cam not too low on the ground, but just like halfway up that little wall, like as you see where I have it now. So because it's not a cam that's very easy to spot, so just as long as you don't throw it directly on the ground, then you'll have a good view, and people probably won't see it. It's not a very, it's like I said, it's not a common Val camera at all, and it's not like on a tree or anything. So the tree cams are kind of overdone, but this is very easy to miss because attackers will usually they'll come from the like the main door of Visa. They'll come around that way, or they usually it's when you're coming around from that way, it's covered. Your cam is covered by the metal sheets there. And if you're coming from the other way, like no one really looks at. You're gonna be looking at the window. It's not a place you really look for Val cams. So as long as you don't have, if you're not spotting people, it should not get destroyed. So that's that cam. And then the last one I usually like to place in. I usually like to place it on that fan in projector room. So it's just what I like about that cam is that it's also the fan cams are overdone, but there are so many fans in this map you're not going to look at all of them. And basically the thing is that if you're usually when you're defending Visa, you're roaming in admin, and because you're roaming in admin, you don't really need a cam there. Having a cam in projector room will let you know there's anyone trying to make a flank or something on you. So it's a very useful cam in my opinion. So that's it's also useful, like I said, it's useful for defending other rooms such as admin. So that's it for Visa, and now let's move on to the next room. Basically, the next room we're gonna be talking about, it's garage. So the thing with garage is there's a classic Val cam that you always throw out. You go to the top of yellow stairs. It's very common. You go to the top of yellow stairs, you aim right at the corner of the skylight, and you're gonna shoot a camera out. So the thing is, it gets a good view, but the problem is that it's easily spottable because it'll land either on the floor or on the car, and if it lands on either place, it's very noticeable. The car, you can see it's white, the cam's black. It's like it's a no-brainer. People are gonna spot. If you're playing against anyone with that is good at the game, they're gonna spot their cam. They're gonna destroy it. So my alternative cam that I was looking around trying to find out a place I could do it, a place not too far, so that you can return safely. So this is the one I found out, is that you can actually run out of this door and vault over this kind of ledge little thing here, and just place a cam where I'm showing you. But the thing is that you won't get back undetected, but you're not going to be detected for long enough. You're going to be detected for like a second. Like the enemies won't be able to shoot you, even if they spawn right next to the garage. So the thing about this cam is that it's not really obvious. Is that it's there, but it's the wall right before it, the post where the lamp is, it protrudes from the wall, so your cam is basically hidden because it's going to be on the other side of that edge. So if you're coming in from the other, if you're coming in from the stairs, you're coming in from one of those areas, you're probably not going to spot the cam unless you're on the complete other side and you decide for some reason to look over. You probably will not spot the camera. So it's a very good cam to have. It's once again, it's not very common. I'm trying to give you guys cameras that are not common. They're not very much used. So there's this one. And the next cam I like to have one in piano. You can. There's a gajillion places to place it. I just usually stick with a fan because the fans are, once again, overused, but they're very hard to spot if you place them right. You just need to aim. You just need to know where to aim. You'll get used to it eventually after you do them a few times. So that's the fan cam, and then the last one I would like to place is to cover the blue hallway. But the problem being that there's nowhere to put a camera in a blue hallway that is not noticeable, because the only good place is like right next to the default cam. But then again, it's right next to the default cam, so it probably won't survive. So what I did is I thought maybe less information is better if you could keep it consistent. So it's better to be able to see the whole, like, part of the hallway, not the whole thing, if your cam's going to stay up for the entire round. So what I did is I thought maybe place the camera under the shelving unit right here that I'm showing you. And by doing that, you're going to be able to basically see anyone coming down from spiral stairs, see anyone going through that hallway and garage. You won't be covering Visa's side, but you'll be covering the whole spiral side, and if anyone tries to rush in garage from that doorway there, you're going to see them. So that's why I chose this cam.
Leave now.
So the last couple of rooms, basically admin, I use a lot of the cams I just showed you. So I'll have one usually in projector again. I'll have one or two cams outside, one either on a fire truck or on jumping out of this side window here to place the cam on the building. It's actually very hard to spot because of all the the details in the architecture of the building, but so that's a good cam too. Or you could just hop out of Visa window and place that camera that I showed you previously. So you can do either of those three. I have another one projector room and maybe one in yellow stairs. The cams for archive are pretty similar too. I usually put one in Visa, but the thing is that there's not that many places to put in Visa where once you turn it on, it's not easily spotted because Visa is a dark room. So once you start looking out of a Valcam, they're very easy to spot because they're basically a giant blue glowing light just sat there on the wall. So what you're gonna do is maybe place it somewhere where I'm placing it now. I looked and I tried placing it everywhere in these plant areas, and I found one place which is it's very hard to see, but you can also see most of the room. You can see the front door, so if they walk in and you have a nitro cell on the floor, you can blow it up. But actually be careful of this thing is that there is a light panel on the bottom, and I know it's a very common C4 spot, but people forget that if you put the nitro cell on this light panel, then the attacker is on top of it, it will not kill them. So just know that it would be safer to place it on the ground. Do not place it on the light panel, as that will basically nullify your C4. So I usually have that. I have the cam on the shelving units that I showed you before, and maybe one in garage somewhere. It doesn't make a difference. There are many places you place in garage. I'm not going to show you all of them. You guys can figure it out. Be creative. So those are the archive cams. They help a shit ton. So anyway, that's Consulate for you. I might try and do an Oregon video. I don't know. But there's a funny moments video coming out soon, and there's going to be a ranked moments coming out soon. So I have those videos edited and ready to go. I'm just waiting for I'm just making my thumbnails, and they'll be up. So